Welcome to Medica Nova Wellness Studio. I'm Dr. Angelika Maria Koch with your educational videos about optimal health and the most innovative and holistic approach to your well-being. Today I've chosen a more simple topic, yet it can cause frustration too. Let's talk about brittle nails. Similar to how your skin can reveal a lot about your internal well-being, your fingernails can be another window into your health. So what causes brittle nails? Sometimes brittle nails are simply the result of aging or lack of moisture, while other times they can be indicative to thyroid disorders. So enjoy this video. To stay updated with more ongoing videos, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, share and like it with your friends and family, and don't forget to click that bell as it notifies you every time I upload a new video. And thank you so much for your thumbs ups and likes. So what are brittle nails? Well, your fingernails and toenails are made up of layers of protein. We call it keratin. And healthy nails are usually smooth and strong and have an even coloring, so they have no white spots on it or look yellow and brown. But sometimes even healthy nails can become brittle. So brittle fingernails tend to be noticed much sooner than brittle toenails, but both the nails on your fingers and the nails on your toes can become brittle for various reasons. It's estimated that brittle nails, or we call this condition onychorexis, are quite common. In fact, about 20% of the population is affected, and for some reason women struggle more than men. Well, I think it has to do with nail varnish remover and all this part. But mainly the fingernails get thin and brittle, but the toenails often become hard and thick, especially when the person ages. So let's take a look at the signs and symptoms. Thin nails, nails that tend to split at the ends, easily breaking nails, they may be peeling at the nail tips even. If there's lack of moisture, we have dry nails. If there's too much moisture, then the nails become soft. Easy breaking, cracking and chipping. We maybe see longitudinal or vertical ridges on the nail bed, slow growing nails and difficulty growing the nails longer. But what can be the causes or the risk factors? Usually fungal infection, I would say, is the top on my list. This infection of the nails, really discolors the nails in a way. They become yellow and brown. We often see lichen planus, which is an autoimmune disease that can affect the skin, the nails, as well as the mucous membranes. And when it affects the nails, we see signs that include the ridges in the nails, thinning of the nails, splitting of the nails, and sometimes there even is a nail loss, which can be permanent. And of course, thyroid disorders, from hypothyroidism to hyperthyroidism, absolutely there's a direct link to brittle nails. Thyroid, problems are more common in women, and particular hyperthyroidism, underfunctioning of the thyroid, is directly related to brittle nails, but also to hair loss. There can be maybe nail psoriasis, which is another autoimmune disease, and you maybe refer to that majorly as this inflamed patches on your skin, on your body with this silvery white flakes, but it can also affect your nails, and then we call it sort of the pitted nails. So it looks like little dots, indented dots, many of them on your nail. There may be discoloration involved, crumbling of the nails, changes of the shape of the nail, and sometimes again we see this loosening and separation of the nails from the actual nail bed. There can be maybe arthritis involved. Raynaud's disease is another cause. This is more related when there is a lack of blood circulation that can affect the nails, so the nails look a bit bluish. Nail patella syndrome is another cause, but here it's more hereditary disorder, and that affects the nails as well as the kneecaps, which are quite small or poorly developed. It can also affect other parts of the body, maybe the hips, the elbows or the chest. Diabetes, I would say, yes, is part of that as well. and of course vitamin deficiency. But most of the time when you talk about mineral or vitamin deficiency, it's more related to iron deficiency. So people who have an iron deficiency or iron deficiency anemia can more likely be seen with brittle nails as well. Let's talk a little bit about anemia, because it's related to low hemoglobin. And if the hemoglobin is low, then we have a lack of oxygen supply to the nail matrix that of course lowers then the needed requirements and the nutrients, and often it leads then to this improper development of the nail. We also want to think about biotin, which is vitamin B7 deficiency. So get yourself a good vitamin and mineral supplement. Other factors can be, of course, frequent hand washing, sunburn, wind exposure, prolonged exposure to cold and dry weather, the fingers get chapped, and of course exposure to chemicals, particular nail polish remover, repeated injury and traumas in general. But also, apart from the trauma, there can be maybe a deficiency of moisture involved. And sometimes you see these ridges, vertical, horizontal ridges on the nails. That comes often with age here, but it can also result from trauma, or there are other health conditions attached to it. So if you're interested in a health consultation, either for yourself and or your children, contact me at Medica Nova at health@medicanova.net. Medica Nova is my practice for integrated and educational medicine. We offer a unique blend of natural and cutting-edge therapeutic tools from homeopathy, iridology, sclerology, systemic herbology, advanced biofeedback, and health and wellness coaching, and so much more. So book your appointment today. So let's move on to our second part of this video, the food for thought aspect, the metaphysical meaning. And as I said with all of my other videos, I always point you to the maybe energetic story behind your physical expressions or symptomatology. Brittle nails or problems with hair have to do with strengths within your body, with your grit, with your stamina, with feeling confident, right? Particularly with sort of something which holds you upright inside yourself, the keratin. And according to Chuck Martell, I always refer to him, to his references, he says, my nails represent my vitality, the state of my vital energy. So brittle nails express an imbalance in my energy level and in how I use it. Right? So something vital is missing in your life. Soft nails express the lassitude I feel, the indifference that inhabits me. My life is as dull as my nails. Right? Something fresh, something gritty is missing. It is my job to spice it up and make sure to use my energy well. I become aware that I'm living my life half-heartedly, allowing others to decide for me. I'm living in shadow, refusing the strengths inside of me. That's what brittle nails are really about. So I feel powerless and fragile, like my nails. I have difficulty in facing all the emotions inside of me. So what would be the positive affirmation? I accept to take myself in hand. I discover all the strengths that is in me, that I'm tall and strong, and that I can accomplish great things. It depends only on me to be sure of my capacities and to move forward. So brittle nails can be a sign of not believing in yourself, making yourself small, brittle, right? Lacking in strengths, lacking in grit. That's really what comes to mind here to me. So if you want to explore more about yourself, your wellness vision, what motivates you, and how to apply your strengths, qualities in achieving the very best of you, then contact Medica Nova Wellness Coaching at health@medicanova.net for your 3 months coaching program. I am coaching you to be well. Let's move on to our natural treatments for your brittle nails. Of course, we all need to do our dishes, we need to clean our environment, but here you maybe have to invest in some plastic gloves or some gloves in general to do your household chores, because you want to avoid too much exposure to water, particularly if it's involved of drying with hot water and soap. So that will go a long way. Just get yourself some gloves. But as much as you want to avoid the external exposure, you want to not sort of reduce the internal hydration. So stay hydrated and drink a lot of water, right? That's important too. You have to keep your body moist. Use natural hand cream, of course, particularly after being exposed with water. I would say bringing nice topical moisturizers. I like the ones which contain coconut oil and vitamin E. Brilliant here. Avoid, of course, harsh nail removers, because they usually dry out the fingernails and often contain highly toxic chemicals, maybe acetone or formaldehyde even. So no, you don't want to have that. I looked around on the net a little bit and found broccoli seed oil is very recommended here. It gives your nails and cuticles a really healthy natural boost. And this oil made from young broccoli sprouts is loaded with essential fatty acids that are wonderful for the skin, but also for the hair and the nail health. So it was recommended simply dot less than a drop of broccoli seed oil directly onto each nail. Rub it into the nail bed and the cuticle. Coconut oil, as I mentioned, great as well as argan oil. They're all great. They're all therapeutic here. And yeah, definitely bring in some good fats. Biotin, I mentioned. You know, according to a research, supplementing with biotin, vitamin B7 may help treat weak brittle nails. And biotin's ability to strengthen weak nails was actually identified after oral doses of biotin were given to horses to improve the condition of their hooves. Now, that's enough for me. Vitamin E, absolutely important here. It's inexpensive. You can get this supplement in your local health food store. And vitamin E has quite a thick liquid inside the capsule. So what you want to do, you want to puncture the capsule with a needle and really sort of rub this thick, beautiful, packed with high potent and rejuvenating aids into the nails. That's fantastic as well. And avoid, artificial nails, particularly if you have fungal infections. We don't want to get close to that as well. So this is more of a shorter video today, and I want to finish it with your homeopathic remedies section. I feel personally, as a healthcare practitioner, if you add homeopathic remedies, you will sort of personalize the whole treatment protocol and not just talk about brittle nails in general. Because some of you maybe have brittle nails which really, disintegrate into powder. The other ones have more deformed nails. The other one have more discolorated nails. So you want to be a little bit more specific here as well. So as I said, normally nails are strong without any spots or discoloration and have this smooth texture. But when it fails to respond to these measures, or if it is associated with some medical condition like thyroid disorders, then they need, of course, proper treatment for it to regain health and strength of the nails again. And homeopathic remedies for brittle nails help stimulate and speed up the growth of the nails when they grow, for example, at a slow pace. They also are very effective in strengthening and thickening the thin and brittle or weakened nails. They further aim to slow down the process of cracking, breaking, crumbling, chipping, splitting, and even peeling of the nails. And also they prevent future recurrences. They further aid repairing of the damaged nails, and also helps cases where the nails are dry and rough, discolored, vertical ridges we see here, and maybe have become deformed and grown out of shape. So you see there is a wide range of unique expressions, and we want to have access to remedies here to tackle this situation, and I'm going to pass it on to you. Isn't it nice? So the homeopathic remedies which I share with you, you can purchase at your local health food store or online. The main ones are Antimonium crudum, Graphaitis, Silicea, and Thuja. Remember, as I said, it's not too difficult. You can get them in your local health food store. But if you have questions or you need more guidelines, contact my practice Medica Nova at health@medicanova.net to book your appointment. For adults, I would choose the potency 30, maybe 1 tablet morning and evening for 3 to 4 weeks, and see how that goes. But as I said, always contact my practice Medica Nova or your personal healthcare practitioner. So let's talk about the first remedy called Antimonium crudum 30. It's a top grade remedy, and it's the leading remedy that treats cases of brittle nails. And here we see that the nails get cracked or crushed easily. The nails have a tendency to grow in splits. Right? That's very common here as well. We see the skin lying under the nails is even present. But in some cases, the nails may be also discolored. They may be deformed and grow out of shape. It's also indicated for cases presenting with slow growth of nails, as well as it's indicated for nails which are related to fungal infections. Antimonium crudum. The next one is called Graphaitis 30, and here the keynote is more about that the nails crumble and break easily. It's very effective when you see that, and along with these nails, they maybe also be painful even and sore, as if they're ulcerated, which is unusual. You don't see that with brittle nails, that there's pain associated. But if you have that, then Graphaitis may be a good remedy for you. In a few cases requiring it, the nails are rough, sometimes are discolored, even black. And the nails may also be deformed. It's a great remedy if you experience nail psoriasis, because Graphaitis is also a major remedy for skin eruption or psoriasis in general on the body. So it makes perfect sense. Remember when you talked about the food for thought and the metaphysical meaning sections of this video, I talked about lack of grit, right? Lack of stamina. That's the next remedy. It's called Silicea 30. And here the keynote is brittle, rough, yellow, and crippled nails. It's a fantastic remedy which is indicated when you have this brittle, rough, yellow, damaged nails. It's indicated to treat crippling of both the fingers as well as the toenails. And there may be even a gray discoloration of the nails involved. And definitely we see often the white spots on the nails. In many cases, the nails on cutting even splits into layers, or they fall just into powder. If you have that, that's really the epitome, the top of the expression of the internal I'm falling apart. Right? There's no grit at all inside of me. Silicea is the remedy. There can be also ulceration around the nails present. Overall, in general, we see excessive sweating on the hands and feet. They may be present here. Now, I just want to point that out. When you go to a health food store, you get the normal homeopathic remedy, Silicea 30. But then there is another kind of homeopathic remedy. We call them biochemic homeopathic cell salt, or in Europe tissue salts. It also comes in a Silicea. It's a lower potency 6x. It's also differently made than the other kind of homeopathic remedies. Now, you could, if you're not quite sure, for example, which remedy to choose, you have maybe the deformed nails, but also the fall into powder. You maybe can choose antimonium crudum, like maybe once a day, and use then the biochemic homeopathic cell and tissue salt form, Silicea 6x, 4 tablets, morning and evening, for adults, both together for 3 to 4 weeks. You can do that too. Or if you for sure know that your brittle nails very much fit the picture of Silicea 30, then, and they fall into powder right away and you see these white spots, then choose Silicea 30 just by itself. But as I said, if you're not quite sure, contact me at health@medicanova.net. I'm happy to help here. Or as I said, book your appointment. Now the fourth remedy here is called Thyroid 30, and that's more for distorted nails. Again, brittle comes here as well, but the nails are completely out of shape. They can be also very dry. The nails crumble. Maybe, as I said, this discoloration stands out more here. Sometimes the nails are soft and peel off easily in layers. They could be related to psoriasis as well. The nails may sometimes have vertical lines on it. And we also see hangnails, and hangnails are partly detached piece of dead skin at the side or the base of a fingernail. That could be part of that picture too. We do have other homeopathic remedies, and I just throw them out a little bit to give you the idea that, you know, we have to go dig a little bit deeper here into the details to find out which remedy would match you the best. One is called Ascenicum Album. It's again indicated for thin and brittle nails. They get cracked and chip easily, but here the nails can be almost transparent, see-through, or they may be discolored a bit reddish or blackish. They have, of course, vertical ridges here as well. Now, we have a remedy which is mainly indicated if you have developed brittle nails caused on an impact, like a trauma, for example. And, you know, they sort of crumble or chip from the slightest knock. You know, you strike it on a surface or a blow and suddenly, immediately, they break. That's a great situation, and we have a remedy called Castor Equi for that. Almost like the nails are dropping off as soon as there's an impact. Right? So that's a good remedy as well. Brittle corrugated nails, particularly if you see a longitudinal, so vertical lines as well as horizontal lines at the same time, where the nails are rough and they crumble quickly. There may be even a sensation of a splinter under the nail. The remedy would be fluoric acid 30. Again, you know, the nails are very distorted here and out of shape. For women who go more through menopause and have hormonal issues, maybe think about sepia 30. Again, we see a lot of brittle discoloredness, a lot of yellowish discoloration here. The nails may also show peeling, as I said, mainly related to hormonal changes as well. And then nitric acid is another remedy, 30. Again, potency, the nails come with white spots on it, as Silicea. But again, nitric acid, we see more, the nails get out of shape more, they're more curved. Both the finger and the toenails may be severely damaged here, and they need treatment. So you can see it varies, right? We have to go into the individual, your individual expression of your brittle nails and take the case history and see what's best for you. But you can do something about that, right? You don't have to live it, or you hide your hands because you don't want to show your nails. So to stay updated with more ongoing videos, I appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, share and like it with your friends and family, and don't forget to click that bell which notifies you whenever I upload a new video. And give me a thumbs up. So thanks so much. So if you have any questions about the suggested treatment protocols or homeopathic remedies, contact Medica Nova at health@medicanova.net. And I want to throw out some other little marketing thing. Next to Medica Nova and Medica Nova Wellness Coaching Department, I also really love my other part. It's called Medica Nova Academy. It's an online academy. And when you go to my website, it's called medicanova.net. At the online academy, you find home study online courses in homeopathy, health and wellness coaching, mental health, anything that has to do with how to live optimal health and so much more. And right now we have the health education program for 2021. And for the whole month of April, you can enjoy, for example, a 16-week, a university standard home study online course called Thriving with Homeopathy for Birthing Life. It's a practical guide for midwives, doulas, childbirth educators, nurses, and mothers-to-be, of course, for 25% discount. So that's my gift to you. But as I said, if you're interested in the other courses, go for it. Apart from a healthcare practitioner, I'm also a university professor who teaches these courses since a long time. So I have a lot of experience in education and I would like to share them with you. So take care. Till next time. Much love.